got all the eye boogies out. We're good.
You look fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
I think MASH is looking the best, but so be it. And we're back, baby. That's right. It's the My Business, My Story show, where we believe behind every great business lies a great story. I'm your host, Tyler.
I'm Chris.
And today we're here with MASH at Route 66 restaurant in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, if you have ever been to Lancaster, then I'm sure you have at least driven by this place or seen it. It is pretty iconic, right there on Prince Street, now near the Clipper Stadium, and actually across the street from where I used to work for about 7 years, H&H Graphics Group. Yes. But I went on your website today just to get a little bit of backstory, and that was the thing that I saw was completely missing, backstory. So I'm sure people have come in here, eaten the food, good food. We've eaten here for sure.
Absolutely. And gotta say, their social media account, whoever's running it, is that you?
Yeah.
Hell of a job. The burgers on there, I salivate damn near 3 times a day watching their posts.
Yeah, but I don't know anything about this place besides the name and the food.
Yeah.
So that's why we're here today, to get to know more about you and your story and your business.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's a pleasure to you guys have you guys here, and I started this the whole concept as I was sitting down with my wife, and we got to do something as a business, and for us, and for the kids, for future. And the first thing came into my mind is sandwiches, and I'm a big burger guy.
Gotcha.
So been trying burgers at home, and watching all those kind of people who made great burgers, and on shows like Food Network and stuff like that. So tried many kinds of burgers around the world, and especially like in the whole US, and there's so many ways that people can make burgers, and like if you go to a diner, it's a different kind of burger. If you go to a bar, it's a different kind of. So
that's interesting.
Yeah. So I thought, I think there is something we can do here, as a we take it as a mom and pop kind of business, and we just put our mind and work around and figure out how we can present this whole idea, and have a good kind of not a fast food, but as much as you can, or we can, put in quality and good service to people. Otherwise, we're going to be just another burger joint or burger place.
Yeah.
So we came up, and many trial and error, and
how many recipes did it take? I mean, I assume so. You said there's a number of different ways to make a burger, so you came up with your own special recipe.
Exactly. So when we started first, we went with the basics, how.
What's the basics?
The basics.
Besides burger meat, what are we talking
here? The basic is have a patty on the flat top or a broiler. Okay. So these kind of two different kind of I call them platforms that you can base your flavor or the texture of your patty on them. The flat top is going to be different than a broiler, where you expose the whole patty to the flame.
Okay.
That's how Burger King and other bars and different diners, they do probably. So but the thing is, you can have different kind of flavors from both either the flat top or the broiler.
So does the flat top then, it cooks one side, while the broiler will cook everything all evenly?
They both, you have to flip the patty anyways, so you can cook both sides. But I like the flat top because it preserves all the juice of the patty, and it cooks faster. And the way we wanted, and we tried many ways, and the only way that we really liked that the patties should be as thin as you can. It's something that a lot of places do these days. Like if you go, for example, Shake Shack or In-N-Out, they all use flat tops.
Okay.
And I thought that's going to be with the tries that we did, we found that we can get the patty juicier by doing it on the flat top. And then having the patty one, and then you have to put the seasonings on it. And we don't just put salt and pepper. We have our own spices that we mix. Exactly. All these things are homemade.
Wow.
My wife, she actually, controls all that.
Oh, okay.
And some of them, I don't even know them.
Now, what do you mean homemade as far as like you're growing the spices yourself or just
preparing
No,
the
just
mixture?
mixing them.
So you're making your own concoction.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So mixing them, and then
I don't know if you had the whole supply chain. Growing it. Yeah, you can go that route too.
It's got a lot of cows back there, and it's the whole thing now.
so we came with the seasoning, and it kicks up a lot of the flavor.
Well, it makes it your burger.
Yes, exactly.
So when people want that specific flavor profile, they can only get it here.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is, I think, super important, especially for like a small mom and pop shop where there's one location. It's not, across the nation that has to be.
Yes.
It's so people want that, they got to come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then we worked, and when we launched the first thing, the first like soft opening, we came and we said, I think we need to do our own sauce too, the toppings and the basics that you can get. A lot of people, they like their burgers in a way. It's a kind of personality, the burger.
Okay.
Some people never put on anything on their burgers. Some people put like, for example, ketchup and mustard, and that's like the common. And we came and said, why don't we do something that more of a west side of the country is doing. Like for example, if you go In-N-Out, they have their own spread. They call the spread. It's like a kind of Thousand Island sauce.
Okay.
And we tried to have our own also sauce that can give like a really good flavor for the burger.
And again, it's real important with the branding.
Yeah.
And we called it we figured out we called it the name, and we called it the Route 66 sauce. So people, when they come, they say, okay, what is that sauce? What is in it? And how does it taste? And we try to convince people that this sauce really works good with a burger, and let them try it. But still, there are people they like their own.
Yeah. Like, no, I like that. I like how you likened it to, people have like personalities and they like their burgers a certain way. And like for me, I always get the tomato on the burger, but then pull it off and throw it out. Like I just waste. I'm a big guy on waste. I don't know why. I should just at Wendy's every time.
Just say no.
Just say no tomato. But I feel like I'm putting them out. They already have it made that way. I'll throw it out myself.
Well, the thing is, we are a fast and casual, and when you talk about fast and casual, everything is ordered on the counter.
Okay.
So when people come and say, I want a cheeseburger, then we ask them, what do you want on it? Some people get surprised that we ask the toppings for the toppings. Some people really like the idea, building your own burger. And we don't, like you said, you don't like the tomatoes, why to put it on the burger? Well, some people don't even like the smell of the onion. You put it, they can't even eat the burger.
Oh, okay.
And we don't even want to have it just plain, nothing on it, because some people like lettuce, tomato. So we have the basics like the lettuce and tomato, pickle, and the sauce. And the biggest part of we think like 50% of the flavor is in the bun. And we are lucky to have, we are lucky to be close to Martin potato rolls.
Yeah.
And we get it like fresh every day if you want, but we get it like every 2 times a week because of the difficulties in the supply chain and the size that we
Right.
run. So yeah, and this message is to Martin Potato Rolls. Thank you for being there for us. They do.
Scrumptious.
I mean, without these buns, I think we probably
So did you
not gonna have this business.
experiment?
Yeah.
Did you experiment with the buns then as well?
Yes,
Because like a
yeah,
potato
we
roll is
tried-
obviously different than like
We
tiger
tried
roll.
even different
Yeah.
kind of potato rolls, but nothing compared to the
that.
Martin Potato Rolls.
Huh.
Yeah, it's I don't know how they make it, but they just are amazing.
Yeah, there's something
Yeah.
special with it.
Yes.
I gotta say though,
What?
we chose a really poor time to do this episode because it is like lunchtime and now it's making me so hungry.
Yeah. My stomach's growling. The
Yeah.
wind's picking it up.
Well,
We're gonna have to cut
the
that.
only thing I need just turn on the grill and cook.
He's a good man, all right.
Yeah,
Humble people can starve. We'll take them up on that.
I want to hear a bit more about your backstory here.
Yeah.
How we even got to Route
Yes.
66.
Well, I mean, I was doing my job. My day-to-day job was into software,
Okay.
and back in 2008 and 9, we got into that economic difficulties, and we thought, I thought, set with my family. Back in the days, I had like 2 kids only, and we said, it's not stable. Like, I need to control my income somehow, and still have that, my job. So we said, what is something that no matter what the economy is, the situation, people can't, not have it or not, it's the food. Food, clothing, and
Water,
I
yeah.
said, exactly.
Yeah, yep.
So I said, let's, I like food, of course, and I think if I put my mind into it, just as simple as it is, make burgers, think about it simply.
Yeah.
And I think every entrepreneur should think about their business like that. To start, you need to think about the simplicity of it so that you can afford put all your passion in it. You need to love it. First, you have to love it. Otherwise, you'll never. If you make it complicated in the beginning,
won't stay motivated.
and you
yeah.
look at people like whoever, like In-N-Out, Five Guys, those guys, like they've been there forever, and they started so simple and basic.
Yeah.
So they started from basics. So I think anybody can do that kind of business. It's just like you have to first of all, you have to love it, put your passion in it.
Yep.
And you just need to start with something. And that's what we started with. We had a lot of things on the menu, and that's like the mistakes that we learned from.
Sure.
And by the time we thought, like, people, if they don't make a lot of traffic, like people don't pay attention to them, and you see them, or that's what we learned, that we saw that not everybody likes. If you come and have a burger, and for example, we used to have baked potatoes, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Some people loved it. Like some people, they were coming for it maybe once or twice a week, but that was not enough.
That was the majority.
Yeah, it was complicating the process of the other items.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that goes to like the entrepreneurship in you, the evolution you have to take with your business,
Yes.
and not keeping it stagnant and learning from those mistakes.
learning from the mistakes.
Because if you don't, then you're never going to get anywhere. and
Exactly.
grow.
We start with something and we learn, and then we knew that, okay, we don't want to put anything you think it's good for you, or somebody say, oh, it's good, you put it in the menu. So we said, let's just relax and take it easy, And for example, we had recently we launched a Nashville fried chicken sandwich.
Yeah, saw that
And
on Instagram.
we used to have the fried chicken for a long time.
Yeah.
As a basic, simple fried chicken, and since we started, but when we just told people, okay, this is the new chicken that we have, and I thought the look of it, maybe it just affected, and it went viral, I guess, at least in Lancaster, and we had people coming and asking, where is that big chicken that you have? What is that?
Yeah.
And
that's
what is,
amazing.
a lot of people, they have been probably to fried chickens, places that they know what is Nashville hot chicken is.
Okay.
And a lot of people, they wanted to experience it because they never tried it. And when we tried it with our own customers in the beginning, we had this kind of, I said, I'm not going to launch it and tell people about it until we have this wow effect from someone.
That's a good idea.
And we were lucky that
It was
I
almost
think
immediate.
we worked out,
Yeah.
exactly, we worked out on the recipe, me and my wife, and said, I think that's the way it's done, probably in Nashville,
Yeah.
Tennessee, and let's tweak it around and do it a different way, like the texture, the coating, the breading, and
I love the art and the passion behind
Well,
it.
yeah,
and just thinking, hey,
right.
like, man, I think this is how they do it.
yes, let's
Let me give it a shot.
Exactly.
And sure enough, like you said, and now
we did
went
it the
viral.
way that in most places do it. The Nashville hot chicken is famous, but we thought like if we can add a little bit something else that we can, and we tried it, and we let somebody from our customers to try it, and they loved it. They said, "Wow, this is." As soon as he had a bite, they said, "This is Nashville hot chicken, right?" Without telling him what is it. I said, "Yeah, you're right." And then I think that's it. We when we launched it, we did not pay any advertising for it, to be honest. And that's
awesome.
what everybody should learn, that
Yeah.
if you want to launch your business and you just go and talk to people and let them talk about it and let them try it and talk about it. And I think I gave it a shot with one of my customers that he had a lot of followers, and he was sitting down and said he was coming for a burger. I said, "Hey, why don't you try this? Just try it and see how it is." And he said, "Let me take a video of it." And when he took a video, within like probably 1 hour, I had people walk in and, "Hey, what is that chicken? What is that fried chicken?" Exactly. So I said, "Wow, what's going on?
Struck gold, yeah.
What's going on with that chicken with people?" So, yeah, and then eventually we had traffic on it, and then I think that back in probably September, end of September 2019, and we had traffic, like people coming and trying it, and by that time we learned from the process of making it, because we were making in bulk at that time, not just 1 or 2 a day or 3 a day. So it was moving so quick, and people know us about our burgers, and eventually there's some other item that is competing with that, our famous product. And in the process, when you for example, you have fryers or flat top, and you have orders coming, you have burgers, then suddenly you have chicken, burger, chicken, and then you have different kind of prepping for it.
Oh, right.
So from prepping, and then from breaking the sandwich itself as toppings and stuff like that. And Nashville hot chicken, it needs a lot of saucing.
Okay.
They call it saucing and
Preparation, I guess. Yeah.
the preparation is like the cutting the chicken, all
Okay.
that in the beginning, and should be marinated overnight. That's how we do it. And then when you cook it, you want to put it in a sandwich, you have to put seasonings and saucing,
Yeah.
and that the Nashville hot sauce on it should be. And that somehow conflicts with our process that we do with other sandwiches, for example. So it was a mess in the beginning, but it took its own spot now, and we got used to it. So anybody who joins our from the staff, they get confused in the beginning, then they got used to it. So yeah, and
Hey, it's your night to wipe off the table, okay?
All right.
Thank you. Going back to the, I thought it was cool that you were just encouraging that, to other entrepreneurs or people maybe that are working day jobs to maybe take that leap. I know, like, for me, I get a little scared because I've always wanted to do something like that too. But, I think of like, my initial thought is fast food or retail. I'm like, oh man, like that's a lot of $10 burgers to make. I got to sell $110 burgers to make $1,000, right?
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
a lot of burgers. But then, if I like step back and look at the whole thing, it's like, well, really, man, I only need 10,000 customers a year that spend $100 a year, and that's $1 million. And so, just to your point about it's all kind of how you look at it.
Yeah.
Simply, it's like, oh man, I can get
10,000
people.
To Mash here, I can see his very analytical mind.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of choices being made here, and a lot of evolution he's done with his business, and like just the location itself shows is a good choice. Because just sitting here, we see how many hundreds of cars drive by every day and see the place. So.
There are so many things involved, and location wise, we are not in the best location in Lancaster, to be honest. We have difficulties with parking, and we are on 222. That's like a semi-highway, highway getting into the city.
Yeah.
So people coming from the highway in the city, and you see more than 25,000 cars driving every day.
Yeah.
And so this is like a good spot. Some people think about it, but sometimes we think about it like we are hidden. Because in a way we are on the, it's like the traffic lights, and people watch the traffic. They don't want to watch around, and they pass unless they stop for like maybe few minutes.
But if they do
train station there too.
Yeah.
Do you guys do any online ordering or delivery or anything as well?
Yeah.
So at least if they see the name, they can Google it.
We were doing a lot of. That's where we learned, as I just said in the beginning. First, when we opened, we did not deliver. Then we started delivering, and then in a year or two, we tried, Grubhub, and at that time there was EP04, and that jacked our sales more. Like I think we increased like 40% in our daily sales. But at the same time, at the same time, the more traffic you get, it's not always really good, because if you're not prepared for it, it's going to fire back.
All right.
So you're going to be jammed at the store people, and you have deliveries and online.
It's a balance.
And if you can't deliver, you're going to have complaints.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of let's say problems, we can call them, when we started the online ordering. But then we learned that, let's relax, let's stop. If we can't do it, then we just stop delivering.
Yeah.
And we focus on whoever is at the store and whoever is coming here, and let's do something that people appreciate. And you just want to, at the end, you want to deliver a good service and food.
Yeah.
So you just don't want to sell. You just first you have to make sure the quality, and that's where, when people say quality over quantity, that's where it comes. It's very important to have these days good reviews online, because if you need to attract a new customer, the first thing they do, they want to see you. Who are you, first of all, and what is your review on Google?
You're highly visible,
Yes, and if you don't have good reviews, bad reviews, then I don't think anybody would go, you know what, I'm gonna pass this today, So you just need like the good words from people, and that's it. And that's a very important thing for any startup, to have good reviews and references.
Speaking of the startup, so you said you were in software. So did you have any business acumen, previously, or did you just say, like you said, let's start off small, but hey, I think I can supply a good sandwich and make people happy. So you just taught yourself how to, run a business, do taxes,
I've never been in a restaurant business before.
Okay. Wow.
I never worked for anybody in a restaurant business.
Huh.
So I just learned, and you just have to go and research it first of all, and
It's the
then
information age. You can
and
find all
then
that.
research it and see how people are doing it, and see if you can do better than them, or at least exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
If you can improve, then why not?
better.
That's going to be an edge for you. And that's how I took it. That's how we
Awesome.
took it. Yeah, you just need to work hard, and the harder you work, people can read you, can see you, how hard and how much respect first of all you give, and how much you appreciate them coming in, and they're gonna give you the same feedback to you again. Like people will love giving them attention, and because at the end it's not just a food, it's experience. And you have to give people the experience, because they can have any sandwich anywhere at any time. They can have it delivered even. So why you? That's the question. If that is really, if you can convince people to come here because of so and so, then that's it. You're done. Now, if you you want to count and say, okay, I want to make this much, and this is a whole process. It doesn't come overnight. It can take years.
Yeah.
It took us. Now we are in our 5th year, and in the past 5 years, we went from 0 to wherever we are now.
Yeah.
And
You got to be proud of that, right? Like you built that.
well, to be honest,
And your wife.
yeah, exactly. We are proud of it and thankful for everything. To be honest, I mean, without the city, the Lancaster, and how much people really help. It's all about people. To be honest, it's all about people. You can't stand here and say we are the greatest, or we serve good food. Without people coming in, you don't have business.
Yeah.
So it's always, thanking people that, I always, when people come in, the first thing we say, or while they leave, is thank you. And that's, I mean, first of all, hello, then you just have to welcome them, because thank you for coming in. And while they leave, you just win. Most of the time, like 99% people say your food is good. That's kind of appreciation you receive, and that makes your day. To be honest. And that's why, as I said, the experience, the whole experience, the process it's a cycle. The food should be good. You should be clean, and you should have a good smile to people and let people have a good experience. Once you have all this, it doesn't matter where you are, to be honest. Location,
Recipe for success.
It's as long as you have a location that people can find a spot nearby, and because we are almost on the skirt of a city, and people accept that parking is not a,
Right.
It is something that even anywhere you go in the city, there is a problem with parking.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere.
Exactly.
In the city, yeah.
City life, yeah. It's like
So yeah, that's how we took it, and yeah.
Tough times call for tough trash bags. When you're in a pinch, don't get mad, get glad. The only trash bag rated for up to 200 pounds, up to 200 miles. You glad you chose Glad?
I think people, when they think about starting a business, it's kind of scary, as you said.
Yeah.
It is scary. You have to be really careful. And if you can start with your recipe and let people try it, and you can let people try it at home, in your food, you can start a food truck.
Right.
Something that you have less burden,
Less risk.
less risk. Still, the food truck is expensive, but you can rent a truck.
Mm-hmm.
There are many other ways that you can do, like you can rent a spot in a bar. There's places in Lancaster who do
Just
do
kind
that.
of dip your toe in and,
Yes.
and see the reception.
And see how the feedback is.
Mhm.
And if you don't have a lot of things to worry about, and you have the cash and you want to try it, then open a shop.
Yeah.
And then work hard on it.
Yeah, I think that can be applied to a lot of other fields and industries.
Everything,
Yeah,
yes,
just
everything.
some people, I think, fail when they are so confident in themselves and are unwilling to evolve like you have with your food and the reception and change things. Some people are just like, they know best, they dive in, and when they it doesn't work out for them, they don't understand, they don't change what they need to change.
First of all, the food industry is very, very, very difficult.
Sure.
It's a really hard. We have an open kitchen, and everybody knows what we do.
Okay.
And to be honest, let them see if you can do that. Go ahead. You know,
I like that
we
mentality.
will be happy to even help you.
Huh.
But the thing is, it's something that is difficult to do. It's not easy to implement, and it's not only to start. It's just keep going.
Yeah.
It's a daily, day-to-day job, day-to-day, 7 days a week. You know, if you're lucky, you can have one day off. That'd be good.
Right.
The back. I mean, there are things that you need to think about. That if you have kids, then you're away from your kids, unless you manage your time and you have the help that can help you, and you spare your time for your kids and family. So yeah, otherwise, without people having and talking to people and having fun sometimes with them, it'll be so difficult to be in this industry.
Right.
Motivated
Oh, man.
and,
Talk to people, laugh, hear their stories, their experience, and all that. It's just like friendship.
Yep.
It's exactly like friendship. Every single customer is a different kind of friend to you. And once you have that, you'll enjoy it. You enjoy. You have to be really socialized.
Yep.
With everyone. Online, you have to be socialized. People hit a like on your picture or put a comment, talk to them, and
Well, I mean, we personally saw your openness and willingness because you let us film some scenes from your movie here.
absolutely, yeah.
And it was no pushback or anything. It was very welcoming.
It was insane.
Yeah.
Walked in, or no, I sent a message on Instagram, and literally Nash was out of the
I'm
blue.
down.
So he got a message out of the blue. He said, "Oh yeah, absolutely, you guys can do that. That'd be great."
Not
man."
everybody's like that.
And then not only to just be that supportive, but then also help us out. As far as acting in it, and like you said, mate, you might have one day a week off.
Watch that.
And here you
set
are.
those burgers down like no other actor has ever done.
I would love,
yeah.
I swear. I mean, I would love to if you when you talk about the community, we'd love to show how much we really respect, and we'd like to be involved.
Yeah.
When I saw the idea of when you sent me about the film, I said, absolutely, definitely, I'm all in. What time do you want me to come?
Yeah.
You want me to open the shop? It doesn't matter, because I know that there's something good behind that happening, which is good, that's what we like.
Yeah.
There are artists, sometimes they ask us for if you can hang something at the shop, and just anything. As long as it's a good thing that pays back in a way as an appreciation to the community, why not? And any kind of help that we can help. Absolutely. Definitely.
I love it.
I do have one question left, sort of related. So you talked about the flat top burger, and that's the way to go.
Chris
Okay.
loves his
So I
food.
make burgers at home, and they're just like, unless I'm on the grill, they're just always disappointing.
Well-
Any suggestions for at home?
Yeah, you can. Do you have a backyard?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Now, all what you need is you can have both. There are broilers or grills that you can buy, Walmart, Home Depot, anywhere. And I would say the brand name, and everybody can go and try it. It's I think it's called I forgot the brand name, to be honest. It's called it's I think I can let you know about the
We'll
brand.
add
but
it in. It'll
it's
just be text. Yeah, when it comes to you, we'll just put a little text over the thing.
It's a flat top. It's a grill, and then you can have. So if it's a flat, it's not a flat top,
But
you can buy a flat top for it.
like attachment or whatever.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's it. You use it. You have to season it with oil, and you can search online how to season it. and then the way we do it, we smash our burgers.
Oh.
And in smashing, the technique of smashing is that you make your burger thin, cook quicker, and stay juicy. Because when you smash it, you just sear the bottom of the burger.
Okay.
And that bottom will turn to be the top of the burger when you serve it to the customer. And that
I see how it works.
so
then.
when
Yeah,
you smash it, you actually block all the juices to leave the patty.
right. So then when you're flipping, it's
Yes.
all coming down. Then
Yes,
yeah, that makes
yeah.
sense.
I like it.
And that's it. You season it from one top of the patty and put
Just
the cheese.
one. Okay.
That's it. You don't have
Ah.
to season both sides. Yeah.
That's good to know. And it's 2020, so we got to say this. Are you guys doing any plant-based burgers?
We do plant-based. Now we do there's a brand called Impossible Foods,
Okay.
and we do Impossible Burgers, and it's 100% plant-based.
Excellent.
But at the same time, we put it in the same bun
And the same seasonings,
same
right?
seasonings.
So
Every
So it's
topping.
comparative. Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes almost the same.
Wow.
it's
We
amazing.
have different also kinds that are also 100% plant-based. It's like a falafel burger, we call it. And at the same time, you can put the toppings that you want on it.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so hungry.
I am starving, absolutely famished. Well, this has been another glorious episode of the My Business, My Story show, where we believe behind every great business lies a great story. Again, Mash, thank you so much for
absolutely.
having us in
Yeah.
your beautiful
You're
restaurant,
Again,
Route
thank you.
66
Thank you.
restaurant.
Thank you.
Chris and I had an absolute blast. We've got a My Business, My Story t-shirt that we're going to give to you here.
Oh, thanks.
So
Thanks
we
so
really
much.
appreciate it, man, and you can rock that and yeah, greet your
Absolutely.
customers. with a
Everybody,
smile.
come in, get a burger, get
Yeah.
some chicken.
Nashville chicken.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And follow your dreams while you're at it.
Yeah. Thank
Until
you.
next time, keep on keeping on.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
Mash. You rocked
It
it.
was fun.
So
you did
how-
great.
You
were like,
did.
perfect.
Yeah. Why were you nervous,
Yeah.
man? You crushed
I
it.
don't know.